Hello ladies and gentlemen, and how are you guys doing today? And today we're gonna learn how to go from this car to this one. And as you can see, it looks really sick, this car. Oh my god, look at this. And this car kind of reminds me of a Infernus from GTA Vice City. So you can see in the picture, it kind of looks like it. Though the spoiler is not like that. But yeah, and I think this is a really cool car to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and it's gonna be fun. So let's move on to our inventory. Now as you can see, we will need 2 birch sidings as these lights. And we're gonna need about 18 maple sidings for all of these, for all of that stuff that you can see here, for the spoiler and the sides. And we're gonna need some pine sidings for some coloring, for a paint job. This is gonna be awesome. And we're gonna need some maple pipes for the whole structure of the car. And we're gonna need a maple torch. You can actually use this as an exhaust. And it kind of fires. Yeah, it's amazing. Now let's get into the car and I'll show you. Kind of have that fire here. It's pretty cool. So anyways, let's move on because it's gonna take a long time to build this. So let's do this. So first of all, we're gonna do the sides. So as you can see, you go from here and just start building this car. And try to be as precise as you can, because it takes a long time to build this car and you have to be precise about this. So be careful and just be precise. If you want to have a good looking car, just build around it like this. Simple. Just try to be precise. That's all that. And yeah, so you do that. And you gotta put the last one out here. And let me just do this. There you go. There you go. Now the next thing, you're gonna put one over there. Now it's gonna be tilted, so you might have to tilt it a little bit. It's not a problem, right? So you just tilt it until it hits the side there. There we go. And that's simple. As you can see, it actually looks better than that one. So yeah, we did a great job, I guess. Now let's move on to another side and do the same thing. You can line up with the wheel a little better, right? So let's do this, right? Line up, kind of there, but you do better. I gotta leave you. So the last one again, just like so. And it's here and line up like this. Perfect. Right. Now we're gonna go for a spoiler now, and it's gonna be more interesting. So you're gonna take, for a spoiler, be precise about the middle. So it's gotta be like a middle. As you can see, there's an arrow, so it might help you to find the middle. So just go between the seats. Just find the middle. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tilt it. And you wanna see the green all over. So if you don't see the green all over, don't put it down. Now, as you can see, it's perfect, I think. There we go. And we're gonna put it down, and looks great. Now let's move on to another part. We're gonna make sure it's all good. I'm gonna load it a little bit. Now for this part, you might need a third person, or actually like this one. So as you can see, it's pretty much, yeah, it's tilted. It's a bit more tilted than this thing. So I'm gonna need to tilt it about that way. So now let's see, and put it down. And as you can see, you tilt this right here, and you're almost done with the spoiler. The last thing, you gotta put down these parts. So what you're gonna do is basically tilt this like so. Now if you have a free camera, you can get into it. It's better to do these cars in single player, but you can definitely do these in multiplayer, because if you have an admin, he can definitely do that for you. Now here we go. So we got I think a perfect spoiler over here. Now let's see if it matches up. No. Here we go. So I think this is a bit better. And let's go for another side and do the same thing. Exactly the same. Simple and easy, right? So let's do this. Put this like that. You can see it. It's good on the third person. If you put more field of view for yourself, you might see more. So that's a great tip. I don't have a lot of field of view right now, so I can't do this. But you can, I can do you. Right, so now the main part, make sure it's straight. You can go down a little bit, so you have to stick with it. We're gonna use it like this. So, as you can see, we did that spoiler. Now the next thing, you gotta do these, I don't know, what are these? Flaps? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But yeah, basically, you gotta line it up like so. And you just pull it down. Pull it down. Make sure it's all straight. And the last thing, as you can see, that's about right, I think. And yes, so you put it down like this. Easy. Now, you go for, same with the other side. Just do this, put it down, load it a little bit, about in the middle, and up. Look at the green stuff that you got here. It's gonna help you very much. Now, the thing is, you gotta check if they're the same way. So, let's see if we got that right. No, we did not. So, if you haven't it might help you, because it doesn't help me, but as you can see, it's very much good. Could have been better. Could have been better, definitely. Now, yeah, it's kind of good, right? It's gonna be right. So, as you can see, we have done the spoiler. And the next thing is going to be the lights. But first, we're gonna make the middle. The middle is very important. Now, make sure the arrow is pointed at the middle between those two seats. And you just gotta go for the best side. And again, just tilt it a little bit. Now, tilt it. Oh, easy. This is really bad. You can have one if you want. To be honest. Oh, yeah. Make sure this is going good. So, I think that's about right. Okay, so as you can see, it has to be more tilted. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna make sure it's gonna look good. So, make sure no green stuff sticks out of your bumper. You don't want that. Now, we put that here, and boom. The next thing, where to put this part. Now, as you can see, it kind of goes into the wheel. So you're gonna have to stick with that. Alright, so we're gonna see a little bit better now, because it was turning to night. So let me just, yeah. So you do that, and you just pull it down, like so. Here we go. I think that's about right. There we go. So pull it down like this, and as you can see, it looks pretty much similar. Now let's move on to the lights. And you do the same thing. As you can see, the lights will stick out. So do not worry about that. So you go for this. And as you can see, this is almost the perfect spot for the lights. So you go kind of go to this kind of a direction a little bit, because they kind of go like that. Now, as you can see, they look pretty good. Now for the tilt, how much tilt? Yeah. How much to tilt? So it kind of needs to go the same way as the pine siding. So you kind of tilt it a little bit more, as you can see here. Tilt it more, and put it down. The same way for this one. Give it a little bit. Find the best spot for this. Here we go. Perfect. And tilt it until, you know, kind of set the front. But yeah, might need to redo it sometimes. But do not worry. Do not worry. Alright, so the front looks kind of good. The last thing we have to do is we put these maple sidings over here. So they kind of gotta line up with the pine one. And what you gotta do is basically line it up with this one. And kind of a little bit lower than the pine siding. You know better. You have to put some kind of bumps, sit there like that. So do the same thing. Here we go. Then kind of stick through that. Don't worry. Go with it like so. And as you can see, it looks pretty much good. Okay, so now the next part we have to do is the roof. It's very important and it's very hard to do. If you mess up the roof, you sometimes cannot put these ones over here. So you have to put it kind of in the middle next to the seats. As you can see here, what I did is I put that next to the seats. So that's what we're gonna do. And you go for the maple sides. Take that maple side and you just go for here. Now look with your third person view if you line it up good or not. And just check it out if it's good. And I think we're doing fine right here. So we're gonna put it down. Now do the same thing with the next one. Exactly the same way as we did the last one. And make sure they match. This is really important. Make sure they match. As you can see, they kind of got up a little bit. That's not good. By the way, use building stuff. Use Q and E. For if you can't use the free camera, you can use Q and E, so that might help you for viewing a lot of different angles. Now let's move on to the third person. And as you can see, I think we have done a great job. Now let's put it down. And as you can see, we're almost done with this car. Now let's move on to the maple pipes, and we gotta put them down. You might have to put third person for this one. You just gotta match it up like so. Now it kind of sticks out. We can kind of try to stick it out like this. It might even look better. So I'm gonna try this out. Let's see if it looks any better. So we go for this one like so. And you can't even see it. Okay, so that's good. We have done a great job. Now let's move on to the same thing. This, go for third person. Gotta match it up. And here we go. That's simple. Now the hardest part, or not, we will see. It should work, I think. There we go. It does work. So this one is kind of hard, but you can easily do it, I think. So you just match it up like so. And you put it down. Here we go. This one is kind of hard to get the angle of it. There we go. I think I got it. No. There we go. I got the angle. Now we'll go to the third person. As you can see, we kind of got. There we go. I think we did it great. There we go. It looks fine. There we go. Now, the next thing and the last thing we have to do is we gotta cover these up. By doing that. So for this one, you just gotta line it up with the seat. So all you have to do is line it up with the seat. That's all you do. And make sure it's straight. And you can go a little bit to that place. There we go. No, there we go. I think that's great. Kind of got a bit to the side, but don't worry. You can fix it with the chainsaw. I'm just showing you the basics how to do this. You can fix around and do whatever you want with it. You can even make it better. Way better than this one. The one I did. Now, we're gonna go to the complete side for this one. Nope. Line up like that. And up. Hopefully, really good. No, I think I'm good. You gotta go with that. And I think we're doing great with this one. Hopefully. So the last thing to do is basically line up this torch. But you gotta line it up with a with an actual exhaust of this car. So you gotta do this, put it there, and boom, you got this car. And this is basically how to do this awesome car. And as you can see, it definitely looks really awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sure you can make this car even better. Now let's have a test drive for this car. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe for more Unturned content. And have a great day.